Welcome to senior night for your FCS Lady Patriots varsity basketball team. I am Jeffrey Swindoll. I am joined by my brother, William Swindoll, and one of my students, Louis Corvertier. Say hello, gentlemen.
Hello. Hello, guys.
It's great to be here in Alumni Gymnasium on senior night. Last night we had a wild game between FCS and Westminster. I will not spoil the game if it hasn't been spoiled for you already. Go and check the replay of that game. Mr. Regan giving us the live stream shout out right now.
Yes, sir.
It's really loud, honestly. It's kind of distracting.
Good afternoon, everybody. And I want to say to Coach Regan and all the people of Florida Christian how thankful we are at Terra for allowing us to do this.
So it looks like principal or AD of Terra thanking FCS for letting us play.
Games at any public school event. So this is the first time that our kids' parents have been able to see their kids live, and it's a huge night for them. And again, I want to say thank you.
I'm not sure if you can hear, but he just said this is the first game that the Terra parents have been able to see live, and FCS is that first game.
Seniors, 3 players,
It's pretty crazy.
and 2 managers. Our first senior, number 15, Sophia Rodriguez.
Oh, so it looks like Terra is actually treating this like their senior night as well, because they haven't been able to play in front of parents and fans.
Due to quarantine and so on. Mom, go on out with her.
It's really cool that FCS can be a blessing to another school in this way.
Unfortunately, she had to miss a lot of time.
Never seen something like this, where like both teams have senior night.
Her senior year. I am fortunate to have been able to coach Sophie not only in basketball, but for 2 years in softball, where she is a wonderful third baseman and a hell of a hitter. Congratulations, Sophie.
Uh-oh. We just became TV 14 with that comment.
Our next senior, number 5, Gabby Callejas, with her parents, Bianca and Alfredo. This is Gabby's 4th year with the basketball program at Terra. Her 2nd year on the varsity.
I wonder if we have any Terra people watching this game, especially after Mr. Regan gave that announcement.
And it is just such a joy to have her in practice, have her in games, and I'm also lucky enough to be able to teach her. I don't know how we're going to replace her. Gabby, thank you.
I'm guessing this would be Terra's head coach, actually. I said AD or principal. I don't know who this is. Probably the head coach.
Number 23, Gabby Mallorca with her mother.
This looks like the third and final senior.
This is Gabby's 4th year as a member of the team. She's one of the few of our players this year that has been able to survive the entire season.
Survive?
She's our
Wow.
second leading scorer. She is 2nd in the team in assists. She is 3rd in the team in scoring.
We got to take notes here, guys.
She is one of the top 5 all-time in Terra history, top 6 rather, all-time in Terra history rebounders. She's a very hard-nosed, tough player, and she's going to be missed. Thank you, Gabby.
We'll be on the lookout for Gabby
The
Mallorca.
next 2 young ladies, they run the team. They're my managers. I could not do what I do.
Getting the manager shout-outs.
I've been doing this for 44
You love to see
years,
it.
and I cannot do it without them. They keep me in line. They keep me from having senior moments. And they keep the show running. Our first manager, Becky Sim, with her parents, Tracy and Steve. This is Becky's 3rd year as manager. She was smarter than me 3 years ago, and she's smarter than me now. And I'm going to have a tough time replacing my managers. Thank you, Becky. And for the other Becky, Becky Garcia. This is Becky's 4th
Both team
year
managers named Becky.
Her first 2 years were as a player, and the last 2 years were as a manager. Becky is my coach. She keeps me in line. She tells me when I make a mistake. She tells me when to shut up.
The coach's coach.
I couldn't do it without her. I'm going to have to find somebody else to coach me.
This feels kind of like how they have commentators for like the Olympic opening ceremony.
Oh yeah.
Just like, what am I supposed to say? They're walking around with flags. I don't know. All right, that's the end of Terra's senior night presentation, and I guess we're gonna have a senior night presentation for the Lady Patriots. They're still in the huddle getting this coaching work done. I notice we have Willie Varas there. I'm not seeing the usual head coach that I've seen with the Lady Patriots.
No, one of the Lady Patriots spoke to me before the game saying that their head coach is out for health conflict, so hope he gets better, and Willie Varas will take place as head coach now.
Great. Okay, and we hope for a speedy recovery for Peter Ramus, as what the roster here says. Wonder if he's watching. Okay, looks like we're going to start. I think we'll save the senior night festivities for the halftime. We here in the commentary booth, we've each seen, I think, a few games from this girls basketball team. At least one game together.
Yes, sir.
Each of us. So, William, what were things that you remember that stood out to you about this Lady Patriots basketball team?
When they played Westminster, they were, at least for me, they're always focusing on like the shooting. So they would always go for the three-pointers. They had multiple people going on the ends of the arc and constantly shooting. Pretty much every player on that. So they kind of played to their strength because they're not really that big. So that was one thing that I noticed, and also how they are pretty adaptable in some situations. Like with the whole Westminster game, it was pretty much about who can like transition better and defend better against the transitions.
How about you, Lewis?
Well, from what I've seen, I haven't been very fluent in the Lady Patriots basketball, but from what I see from highlight reels, I agree. I gotta agree with you, William. They are really lethal in the three-point shooting. You have a staggering amount of players that are willing to go forward for the three-pointer rather than drive in, but players like Daniela Marrero and other players are known more to attack the basket with fancy footwork and Euro steps.
And right there you saw Terra on their first offensive possession. A pass errantly goes out of bounds, and we'll see the first look of FCS's offense. I believe this is an all-senior starting lineup.
Correction, number 23
is in 11th grade.
Yeah.
Got it. So 4 out of the 5 of FCS's starters are seniors, rightfully so, on this senior night. Terra moving the ball around. They've got a mid-range jumper. Emily Monzano gets the rebound. She's got Isabella on the right side of the key, and it's deflected out by Terra for an inbounds pass from FCS. Quick pass to Lopez for the long three as her foot was on the line. That's Mudo, who attempts the putback. Excuse me, that was Broche, who attempted the putback. It's kind of hard to tell the difference. The numbers being reversed, same color hair. And FCS with another defensive stop. Oh, that's a good steal from Terra. Number 23 for Terra, Gabby Mallorca, who we heard the coach singing her praises before the game in their senior night presentation with a powerful drive to the rim. But FCS able to defend that drive. Broche being double teamed. Gives it off to Marrero, who will lead the attack. Got some good moves, gives it to Lopez on the left side for the three. Misses it, but it's rebounded by Broche with another high putback. And Mallorca will collect it. She gives it off to her teammate, Stevie Ricklick, number 13. Mallorca for three to open the scoring. And Terra will take the 3-0 lead. First point of the game. Oh, that's a tough loose ball challenge from Ricklick. How does Terra look to you guys?
I think they look pretty strong. Like, they can kind of do everything. They went in for the drives multiple times, and they also try to use that transition, and also they can be lethal from the three-pointer like we saw from Mallorca.
Broche and Muro teaming up on plenty of these rebounds on FCS's offensive possessions. That was Morero driving in with the runner. Manzano with a hard foul. She'll shoot two from the line.
One thing Florida Christian, the Lady Patriots, have a little bit of a struggle with is they have a problem with the offensive on the paint. Since they tend to lean towards those long range and sometimes mid range, it's kind of hard to find someone deep in the open, and you hardly see them running plays. It's just like as if they're just passing the ball around, which is something that they prefer. And maybe Florida Christian, maybe what they need to work on is just get those easy points into the paint, maybe possibly get a foul like this one.
Manzano looked really calm, really sure of herself, and she made 2 out of 2 of those free throws. Terra really aggressive when they go into the paint. Muro and Broche will have their work cut out for them.
That looked like a jump ball, I think.
Somebody's Starbucks drink next to their chair that was knocked over. I don't know if Mr. Regan saw that. Uh-oh, this pass to Muro. It's loose, it's picked up by Terra. And FCS will get back on the transition. Mallorca driving in and gives it off to Agudelo. Terra will reset from the top of the three-point line. It's stolen by FCS. Manzano trying to deep throw. Oh, that's a good save from Ricklick. Her teammate hangs onto it. And now it's knocked loose by Broche.
I think one thing that FCS has been doing differently in this game is that they're going for a lot of putbacks. Like, once they take a three-pointer shot or a mid-range shot, they always try to get that rebound and just put it back up. That's one thing I didn't see in the game that I commentated for them.
Ricklick tends to lead these attacks for Terra. She prefers to give it off to Mallorca. It's stolen by Lopez. She drives in, puts the move on Ricklick. And she's fouled by Ricklick. She'll go to the line. I think that's a good point you made earlier, Lewis, that maybe this is the way that FCS will have to extend a lead in this game, is from the free throw line, as Terra seems to be content with playing very physical, very aggressive, down and dirty, down low.
Yeah, I agree. And what their coach was saying in their senior night presentation about Mallorca, the senior, how she was like one of the top rebounders for their team. So that's something that the Patriots really have to work out on.
There was Mallorca again on the rebound from the free throw line. The ball's knocked out by Broche. That's a good statement to send to the player that you're having to defend in the game, that the ball's never safe. Ricklick was wide open down low after a bit of a miscommunication by FCS on that inbounds pass, but they'll survive without giving up a point. Morero gives it to Lopez. She drives in, but it's rather easily stolen by number 5 for Terra.
Callejas.
So the referee's calling a foul on the floor before the shot.
And you can see both coaches, Willie and Rob, both telling her to plant your feet. Don't don't lunge for the shot while they're shooting, because that could lead into a foul.
Mallorca's coming off the court, and 2 other Terra players. Ricklick passes it off to Gras, who recently subbed on. That's also Lizardo, who just subbed on. And it's mishandled by Roberts. FCS will have the inbounds. Terra's really testing FCS defensively from these inbounds pass. But now they have a chance to transition with the man advantage. Mudo can't pick it up. Oh, and it hit the line. And the ball's called out.
And that was stolen by number 13 from Terra, Ricklick. I don't know if you guys saw her, but she charged into the other position on defense. She's very good at transitional defense and has that speed and yet has that strength. You can tell that she's a key to Terra's offense and defense.
That was Gross attempting the mid-range too. Broche with a clever pass underneath. Excuse me, that was Mudo. FCS will keep the ball. Terra hits it out of bounds and will reset their defense.
Florida Christian takes a little bit of a risque with their passing, trying to make it as flashy as they can, just throwing it up. But they got to be careful with that, because that leads to a little bit more turnovers and loose balls.
Someone explain to me why I heard 3 buzzers there. I'm standing right next to the scoreboard. Here's Marrero. Passes it to Rivero, who just subbed on. She likes to shoot. Oh, man, she stepped out of bounds. How was this not called out? Terra's going to pick it up. Bit of a transition. It's a 3-on-1 right now. Mallorca's back on the court. Oh, and neither Gras nor Lizardo can figure out who's going to catch it. And FCS will take advantage. They're still down 3-2. Lopez has a chance to take the lead. Ricklick holds onto the ball as Lopez drove. And this will be a jump ball. And the way it works in basketball, high school basketball, is the possession arrow. Terra will keep the ball as the possession arrow was in their favor. I think FCS is struggling to establish their offense. They seem to always be trying to get to the other end of the court, and they're interrupted by something, a mishandle on their end, a steal by Terra because of their good defensive work. When they drive in, Terra's done well to swarm that FCS player driving in. What are your thoughts on FCS's offensive rhythm, William?
I think they're kind of, I agree with you that they're kind of just like trying to scramble like for whatever that happens. Like they're trying to do like these overhead passes, or trying to get the ball back, and it's really hurting them offensively. And they're not really playing to their strengths right now.
Terra coming down with a man advantage. Ricklick drives in. It's defended well by Manzano. Well, I guess a little too well, as the referees called a foul on Manzano. So let's see how Ricklick does from the free throw line, as I suspect she'll be having many moments from the free throw line in this game.
I think also that Terra right now is looking very good because they're mixing up a lot of things. Like when they're on offense, like they had that 3-on-1 and then they opted for the 3-pointer, or they go in super fast on transition. So I think that's really good to see if you're Terra, because you can play to like anything and you can be really lethal for that.
Some issue over here. The official was looking at Riggin. The officials are discussing something.
I think there's a technical call or something.
Referee's apologizing for something. And lots of giggles going around right now. I'd just like to play some basketball right now.
It's hard to find out what happened, but I think technical was called against Florida Christian.
Oh, and she misses the one that actually was going to count after making the first one. By the way, shout out to Marco Vagina, the proper voice of FCS basketball. He absolutely lost his voice last night and throughout the week of Spirit Week. So I will gladly take the privilege of being the voice of this basketball game. Ricklick drives in, gives it off to Mallorca, and will shoot the three. That looks so good from her. Broche gives it off to Lopez. Now it's back to Marrero. She's having to deal with a double team almost the whole game. And Terra is leaving both of FCS's corner shooters wide open and just parking the bus in the paint down low.
Daniela Marrero is known as the captain of this girls basketball team. She's known as an amazing offensive player cutting into the basket. So it's perfectly understandable for Terra to be double teaming her.
And that was Mallorca, 23 for Terra with the double putback effort. And she is rewarded with 2 points for that possession. Interim coach Willie Varas, I think understandably calls a timeout to regroup his team as they're down 9-2 with 1 minute left in this first quarter. What seems to be that main difference for the 9-2 scoreline for you, William?
I think that Terra's really just playing really well. They're getting all these overhead passes, steals. They're really making FCS like stumble, or they're really forcing FCS to do something, and they're putting them in spots that they want them to be in. And so I think that's really good.
Gotta agree with you there, William. Florida Christian hasn't been given the high hand here, and right now down by 7 points is going to take a lot for them to get back on top.
Terra getting a lot of work out of this double team. This might backfire though. Rivero in the corner, three! Fell to the ground. I wonder if she was fouled.
There you can see Florida Christian playing to their strengths. They went for a corner shot and made it.
Been waiting for that corner three since Rivero entered the game. And finally, FCS is able to get her in an open position and make the shot. That's more to FCS's signature form. Both for the boys and girls teams, really. Oh, Manzano. She's so tough. Holds onto the ball from Roberts, and possession error will this time favor FCS. That's the way it works. It's a beautiful thing. Mero gives it to Broche. Throws her all the way across. I think she was looking for Lopez. She also had Rivero in the corner three spot. Terra is pretty much just daring FCS to take those corner threes, and I think their defense is prioritizing, like I said, to really pack that paint.
I agree with you there. They're not letting Florida Christian get these easy buckets and letting them get these layups and these easy fouls. Instead, they're pushing them outwards into the three, which gives them a low chance of scoring, but little to Terra's knowledge that Florida Christian is strong on their three-point shot.
Marrero lobs it to Rivero. And she's fouled on her way to the rim. She'll shoot two from the line. I think FCS needs to figure out how to deal with this double man blockade thing that Terra is doing. when they're bringing the ball out of their own end. I think for FCS, there's been far too many instances where it just looks like it's too much of an obstacle for them to overcome. And I got to give credit to Terra that they've defended really aggressively, really well, but FCS needs to find a way to figure out how to get past that. FCS doing their own kind of press right now. Oh, and I think Terra lost track of the time. One of the parents was yelling, "Shoot!" Well, that's the end of the first quarter. Gentlemen, your thoughts on this game so far? Let's start with you, Lewis.
Well, right now, Florida Christian early in the game wasn't as executed as their transitional offense to defense and defense to offense wasn't as strong, considering how the way that all these lob passes and these strong passes and haven't been able to connect for them. It hasn't been working in their favor, but hopefully from the second quarter leading to the second half, hopefully it can return their favor and come back with a vengeance.
William, your thoughts?
I think Terra's playing really well right now. They're forcing FCS to do these moves that they don't really want to. Like, they make them drive in, or they even, like you said, they dare them to take those shots, and most of the time FCS doesn't really take those shots, and they're really making FCS struggle on their offense with multiple stealing on the overhead passes and just locking them up.
I think something totally in FCS's control, if I was coaching, would be to figure out that thing I was saying at the end of the first quarter, the double press. That's something that we saw Westminster do against FCS, and it worked in Westminster's favor in that game. So there must be some kind of mental block for FCS with that double press coming out of the back. I think they have the players. I mean, Moreira's got good handles. Broche's got good handles. Isabella Lopez. I think they have the quality in terms of ball handling to figure out how to get out of that blockade. But here we go. We're going to start the second quarter. Let's go back to the court. And Broche knocks it loose. As we had noted earlier, she's coming on the court. It's a 3-on-1. Lopez to Marrero! Great team play from FCS.
That was an amazing transition. Broche with excellent control of the ball. That was amazing defense on her end.
Broche almost had another steal just now.
Take notice of Florida Christian's usage of the double team. Amazing transitional defense for them.
Here comes Broche, another turnover. Can she lob it to Lopez? Oh, it's stolen. And this goes out. FCS will keep the ball, though. All of a sudden, people are making a lot more noise in this gym. William, what do you think of that first basket from FCS?
I think that was really something good to see from Florida Christian. A really change of pace and just mindset for FCS to just kind of steal the ball and then instantly transition to make that basket. I think that was really well executed.
I think Coach Willie was telling Rivera that you're actually allowed to let that go into the backcourt. You didn't have to save it as if it was going out of bounds. That's why we play high school basketball. Lizardo at the top, pressured hard by Lopez. I've got to be honest with you. Someone's got to explain to me this rule. What was just called there?
A carry was called. It means that the basketball went over her, above the shoulder now.
I understand the carry. I thought it was, he said the 3-second violation thing earlier. That's one of the most interesting rules to me in all of sports. Oh, that's a good steal from Gross. Broach is going to have to make up for it. She knocks it loose, and a foul is called on her.
That was a smart foul on Broche, not letting Gross, letting her get the best of her.
Yeah, Gross did have 2 players of hers in the middle, absolutely unmarked by FCS. Mallorca gives it off to Lizardo with a pump fake. And let's remind you that this is senior night for Terra as well. They're treating this as their senior night. So you can hear their parents getting really excited about that play. Morero gives it off to Broche. Quite the three-point shooter herself. Lopez with a nice move. She is fouled as she was attempting the shot.
I think
she can make this a 2-point game. Sorry, William, go ahead.
I think something that FCS has noticed is that when they drive in, they typically they draw the fouls in really well from Terra and get these free throws, no pun intended, to make these points, and I think it's really making a difference in this game. And that was the same thing in the Westminster game, where three free throws made the difference to win the game for Westminster. So I think that's something really good from FCS, that they're able to draw the fouls from Terra.
Brocha with a pump fake. Misses the mid-range two, and it's picked up by Terra. This is Rodriguez leading the attack. Passes it off to Gross. Drives in through a couple FCS defenders. And after a bit of a scramble to pick up the ball, Brocha hangs onto it. She'll bring it out of her own end. Trying to put some moves on. Gives it off to Morero. Lobs it for the corner three for Lopez. Rodriguez leading the attack again. Graz has picked up most of the point guard duty with Ricklick out. Mallorca passes it to Rodriguez. Now it's Lizardo. Another pump fake for a three. And Lopez misses the rebound.
I actually had the privilege to speak with the captain of the Lady Patriots, Daniela Morero, asking her about this Terra team, and they said the last time that they played, it led to the very end, as William was saying, with free throws. So this is going to be, we can expect a very tight game here. Florida Christian does need to pick it up here.
That was Gianna Gross, who just made that three-pointer. She's worked really hard in this game, and I think deserves that three-pointer. Lopez to Morero, who's stuck in the corner. She'll give it back to Lopez. She has Brockington at the top. Morero throws it to Brockington. Morero gives it off to Lopez in the corner for the three!
That's what you love to see for FCS Patriots. Both boys and girls, the corner shots for the threes. Saw that with Jordan Guerrero last night. Lights out for the three-pointers. Really made a difference for that game.
We apologize for the spoilers. Just kidding. Who didn't watch that game? Gross once again from three-point range. And it bounces over Mudo's head. Lizardo, who just likes to shoot it, even with a defender in her face. The pump fake is just part of her shooting movement. It's just built into it.
It's muscle memory.
So Coach Willie calling this timeout. Why do you think he needs this chat with his team? They've definitely played better in this quarter. There's been definite improvement. But what do you think are some more areas that you would want to tell your team at this point in the game if you're FCS? William?
I think that they just need to make more shots and, go into offense when they go in the paint. Need to either make the shot or, draw the fouls like they've been doing. And also just to play faster, like to pick up the pace like Lewis said, and just score more points. That's really all I've noticed.
Right now, looking at Coach Willie, he can see him talking, and the way that he's using his body is telling them to be a little bit more shifty with their legs. They got to work on their footwork because it's letting Terra get these easy free throws. And right now, Florida Christian, heading into this game, down by 6 now, has to, as we said before, pick it up, run a play here, and let's see what happens.
Lopez drives in, finds some space. She's fouled. It went off the rim. Could have had a nice and one and lift this crowd's spirit. No one's saying anything in this gym, and the referee's just yelling from the top of his lungs. Gotta love that. So Lopez has missed her past 2 free throws. And she'll make it up with making that second one.
Florida Christian now focusing more with the full press.
Mallorca will wait for her team to get down the court. It's in Graz's hands, who's been pretty good since she subbed in for Rick Lick. Rodriguez for the 3. And Lopez will just hit it out of bounds as Mallorca was ready to put it back, as we saw her do earlier in this game. Graz with a nice outlet pass to Lizardo. One of the shorter players, yes, the shortest player on the court. And she was defended by Joey Diaz. She'll draw the foul and go to the line. She's looked pretty good from 3-point range. 2 3-pointers by my count. And her free throw shot looks every bit as accurate. It's number 11, Arsenault, checking in for Terra.
It's a pretty cool last name.
I do like that last name. Romero throws it to Lopez. On the left side of the rim, she'll find Brockington in the corner for 3. Oh, she fouled in the shot? So Brockington will get to shoot 3 free throws. Terra still leads 20-13 over FCS. And I think FCS has missed enough of these free throws that had they had made them, this would be a tie or even a game that they'd be in the lead right now.
I agree. Free throws are important here, and especially when being down by 7, it's shots like these where it's literally a free throw. It's literally open for you to get back in on a chance.
It's
for you
literally
to get back.
a free
it's literally
throw.
Free.
FCS TV. And FCS opting for a much higher press. Brockington defending Lizardo. So the referee actually called a hand check on Brockington for her defense on Lizardo.
I think the ball was coming.
That was one of the silliest things I've ever seen in a basketball game. I don't know about you, this reaction from Lopez is entering in technical foul territory, quite honestly.
You can see her play a little bit aggressive. She was playing a little bit aggressive there.
Lopez will give it back to Marrero. She's being defended by Lizardo. Lopez has broached it for a wide open 3. It's Manzano trying to rebound it off of Mallorca. A really physical battle between them two down low. Graz coming in. It's back to Lizardo up top, wide open. Oh, do not leave her open. And that's an adjustment that Terra has made after bringing her in. Lizardo, that is, earlier in this second quarter. For much more 3-pointers. Manzano gets the rebound, a nice move to the basket. It comes off the rim. Now Graz is leading the attack. She's got Mallorca to her left. Gives it off to Mallorca. She's double teamed by Lopez and Broche. Lizardo from the same spot. It's rebounded by Agudelo, who puts it back. Agudelo had no one near her when she rebounded that ball. Easy giveaway for the Patriots.
Patriots there, as we stated before, isn't really as needs to think more on the paint there. The defense there on the paint was completely out of order. They were all around the paint, but yet not there, which can result in the other team getting more offensive rebounds and getting them back.
I would suspect that they were out of sorts defensively because of that steal that they were still in transition from. and Gross was bringing the ball down the court, and it was a really weird approach from them. Gross standing right next to Mallorca, both players being quality shooters, and I think FCS was kind of confused what they would have to do defensively.
I think one thing that FCS needs to work on is...
Class. Good to have you here today. I hear you're pretty smart. Look down and see if you're sitting on an X. No.
I've never heard Mr. Riggins' voice this loud.
You did a great job last night in the first half. The second half, you didn't sit on your X.
What I was saying is that FCS is really struggling to, find their offense and honestly find their defense as well. They're kind of just scrambling around and, trying to play off of these plays that they don't really usually do, and they're not really playing to their strengths right now.
Terra running this double team again. Marrero was wide open. Now to Broche in the corner for three. Manzano all by herself, trying to rebound it from three other Terra players. Now Gross coming down the court. Mallorca. That's too much time for her. A player of her quality will make you pay for leaving her that open. Throws it back to Lopez from the corner. From the elbow, I meant to say. And it looks like this was a foul on Manzano. Yes, it was. And since FCS is in the bonus, Manzano will go to the line. Her physical play and energy under the rim has really paid off for her to give her this chance to impact the game from the free throw line.
Florida Christian right now that they are in the bonus, now this is a perfect opportunity for them to cut to the basket and get these easy foul-ins so that they can lead into the free throws and get some points here.
Manzano makes the first one. The way these bonus free throws work is that it is a live ball on both free throws rather than you get one dead ball free throw and one live ball free throw. It's rebounded by Mallorca. It's back to Gross. A lot of time for her. Rebounded by Terra. White ball. Marrero quickly gives it to Lopez. Now it's Broche back to Marrero, who throws it across. It went past Manzano. Brockington back to Marrero, who's driving in. He's got three. She's got three defenders on her.
I think Broche and Lopez were both calling for that, pass one more to Marrero to, shoot that three-pointer corner that they always love shooting. But I think that was also a good play by Marrero, drawing out the foul and, getting those 2 free throws.
I'd like to point out that Marrero dealt with that double high press in a really simple way. She just passed the ball sooner rather than dribble into the two and try and figure out how she's going to get out of that mess. She quickly passed it to Lopez, and I think it actually caught Terra a little bit off guard, a little bit out of step. Nicely done by Marrero. Gross gives it to Lizardo. Gross up top to Lizardo. Looked like she wanted to shoot it anyway. Now Mallorca's driving in. Oh, this looks like a travel. Yes, sir, it is.
Those easy turnovers can work in Florida Christian's favor. It's the constant pressure on defense that can make teams like Terra fall down and get easy turnovers like that.
Lopez now driving in with a spin. Oh, it goes off the top of the backboard. Could have been morning announcements material, quite frankly. Here's Gross coming in. Now Broche picks it up. She likes to run quick on it. She's got Lopez down court. A good pass from her. And Lopez capitalizes. Good work by Broche to quickly put FCS into offensive position and ending this half with a nice basket between her and Lopez. Terra still leads 28-18, 10-point lead over FCS going into this halftime. We'll be back after these messages.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Florida Christian School 2021 Senior Night for the girls basketball program. Let's give some noise. Got it? Here we go. So, first and foremost, on behalf of the athletic director, Coach Reagan, myself, Coach Rob, Coach Will, Coach Peter, who unfortunately couldn't be here tonight, we'd like to thank you all for this opportunity, and we want to go ahead and start announcing our seniors for the class of 2021. First, we have Victoria Broche, accompanied by her parents, Pauline Broche, Ozzy Broche. Victoria's attended Florida Christian School for 12 years and plans to attend Florida International University to study business. Her favorite Bible verse is Philippians chapter 4, verse 13. Victoria shares that Florida Christian School has been a part of her family for most of her life, and transferring back for her senior year was one of the best decisions she made. Rejoining a team that includes the girls she's played with since middle school reminded her of all the good times and experiences she's had, from inside jokes of being bench warmers in the 6th grade to now being impressionable leaders as seniors to their teammates. Reflecting on her basketball experience has shown her how much growth she has experienced as an individual thanks to basketball, and the great friendship she's established, which will last a lifetime. Lastly, she would like to thank her coaches for always having confidence in her and pushing her to be the very best she can be. Coach Peter adds that Victoria is one of the most high-energy, enthusiastic players he's ever coached, always willing to do whatever it takes to help the team win, and always going 100% and always asking what she can do to improve. Let's give it up for a round of applause for Victoria, please. Coming up next, we have Emily Manzano. And her sister, Angelina Manzano. Emily has been attending Florida Christian School since 7th grade, has a GPA of 4.17, and has been accepted to Terra University, where she plans to study sports management and recreation. Her favorite Bible verse is Matthew, chapter 19, verse 26. As her favorite memories about her basketball experience at FCS are the close wins with her sisters and celebrating wins on the bus. Something she's learned about being on the team is confidence and grit, as basketball has taught her to keep pushing through and to never give up as hard work as pays off in the court. herself to improve her game and always looking for ways to improve. Let's give a round of applause for Emily McAdams. Coming up next, we have Daniela Majero. Daniela has been student at FCS for 9 years, has a GPA of 4.6, and has been accepted into the Honors College at Florida International University, where she is very keen to her study and engineering. Her favorite Bible verse is Romans 8:28. Her favorite memories about her basketball experience at FCS is that she has gained lifelong friendships and great experiences with her teammates, with many of them going back to middle school, and growing up together as players as well. She's proud to call her teammates and coaches her family. She is proud to call her teammates, and Coach Peter also adds that Daniela is a 3-year captain, a great representative of our school and program that has always been willing to sacrifice her game to help the team be more successful. Let's give a round of applause for Daniela. And last but definitely not least, we have Sam World.
Yeah. Shout out to the FCS media crew, powered by FCS TV. This is a student-led organization here, starting the third quarter. Ricklick running the point. Passing it around, three-pointer, won't go. Rebound, Broche. Broche running it down. Broche to Marrero. Marrero, long pass to Lopez. Lopez, another long pass to Manzano. Manzano going in for the drive, won't go. Out of bounds on Ricklick. Inbound pass to Manzano. Broche, top of the key. Broche driving in to Manzano for a three. Won't go.
I like seeing Manzano now contributing from three-point range. She's had to do a lot of the down-low work, so it's refreshing to see her shoot the three.
Lizardo passes to Gross. Gross back to Lizardo. Lizardo passing it around. Terra looking, ball scrambled out. Little aggressive there from Lopez.
There it is again, the spike on the ground. Frankly, it's overkill. I don't know what that's all about. Just my opinion. Let's move along.
Lopez now running the point. Manzano to Marrero. Marrero is deflected there by Gross, but it will result in a Patriot ball. Marrero running the point. Running down. Broche for the elbow three. Won't go. Rebound Manzano to Lopez. Her three-pointer. Won't go. Marrero with the layup. And gets the foul and one. And the crowd and her teammates are congratulating her. This is Marrero's, I think, her first points here. She could possibly get the and one.
Oh, man, the crowd here absolutely love that and one for Marrero.
And ones are always a crowd favorite at any basketball game, really.
Made shot from Marrero. Ricklick running down the point. Now double team. Terra passing it around. Scrambled, stole by Broche. Marrero, quarterback pass to Lopez. Lopez, her layup, and it's good.
What a great play for FCS to capitalize. And he struggled to finish those off in the first half, so it's good to see him executing now.
The Patriots running the 2-3 zone. Ricklick won't go. Sorry, that was Gross. Broche now running the point. Patriots now at a 5-0 scoring run. Let's see if they can keep this going. Broche to Marrero. Her corner three. Bang!
Broche with such nice moves at the top. And all of a sudden, FCS is back in this game.
Timeout, Terra. Marrero, 6 points with the game just starting.
I think FCS has really come alive in this second half. You know, making those three-pointers, getting those rebounds, and fighting for those points, and it's really made a difference in forcing, you know, Terra to call the timeout. Like, I think that's really something good that we see from FCS, and really refreshing, as Jeffrey said.
I agree. And now Florida Christian was down by 10 in the second, leading into the second half, and now down by 2. Mr. Swindle, things are looking up for Florida Christian. What do you think?
Well, they've restored something about themselves that I liked in the previous games I've seen from them, is that they're able to move the ball quickly up the court in transition. They did struggle to do that against Terra in the first half, and so now I think it's more of like a renaissance of what they actually do excel at. I like that they put the ball in Broche's hands at the top of the key. She does have really good handles, and I think her shiftiness created that space for FCS to get that three-pointer.
Amazing. Ricklick with the point. Florida Christian still keeping that 2-3 zone. Gross with the corner three. Bang! They return with another three.
Oh man, FCS's defense did not look any better on that possession though. They were a shambles. Gross was wide open.
Marrero scrambling through the defenders. Broche with the jumper. That was an air ball. Rebound, Lizardo. Lizardo sliding through all these defenders to Ricklick. Ricklick at top of the key. Pass back to Lizardo with the jumper. Won't go. Ricklick with the rebound. And Lopez almost stripped it out, but it went out of bounds, which will result in Terra possession. And Mayorga will come in off the bench. Terra passing the ball around across the three-point line. Ricklick with the ball. Oh, there was a little scramble there with Marrero, which will result in Patriots ball. And Broche will run with the ball. To Muto to Marrero. Marrero sliding through with the Euro step, gets it to go. That was an amazing Euro step, amazing ball movement from Marrero.
Where was this in the first half? I'm so glad to see Marrero putting these moves on now.
Gross with the ball, running up a play here. Lizardo, and stripped by Lopez. Lizardo and Lopez on the floor to Marrero. Broche with the pump fake, with the jumper. Bang! And it's good!
FCS is absolutely punishing Terra for all their turnovers.
And this will result in Florida Christian now down by 1. Terra responds with the corner three. And that was Mayorga. She just came off the bench now. And frankly, giving Florida Christian a taste of their own medicine, but let's see if they can respond. Broche with the three. A little short there. Rebound, Gross. Double team, which will result in a steal on Lopez. Lopez driving in. And a foul was called against Ricklick. That almost looked like an offensive charge, but
And
I think they're calling a blocking foul.
Yeah, I think Muto and Lopez though have to split the defender. They both occupied the same lane. So instead of Lopez just having to try and score this thing one-on-one, I think they should have split the defender and leave one of them wide open to make the basket, regardless of who it is to make the basket.
Now, Mr. Swindle, do you think this 2-3 zone that the Patriots are running now, do you think this is working in their favor?
Well, so far it has produced several turnovers. That's a good thing that you point out, the change in the zone. But also some of these turnovers are happening in the transition, which are not really owing to the 2-3 zone. That play right there where Lopez stole the ball was because Broche and Lopez orchestrated that double team.
Lizardo with the three, won't get it to go. Rebound, Muto. Marrero running down. Little spin move there. Little hook shot, won't go. Gets her own rebound. Lopez with the three. Won't go. Manzano put back and gets, in result of a foul, she will go to the charity strike.
You got to point out Manzano and Muto working really hard on both ends of the court to make sure they at least get a hand on the ball, catch the rebounds. Their effort cannot go unnoticed for FCS.
And suddenly in this second half, the crowd is coming back here as well. Both free throws made by Emily Manzano, one of our seniors. Ricklick with the ball. Ricklick to Lizardo. Lizardo, stripped by Lopez.
Manzano sprinting on it!
Manzano Oh, and Broche gets the ball. And a travel is called.
She had possession of the ball and slid while it was on the ground. It's technically a travel.
That was a good call from the ref. And Terra will try to run this again. Ricklick again with the ball. To Gross. Gross with the bounce pass. And that won't go.
You saw right there, defended well by Mudo, and Manzano with the rebound.
Oh, and Lopez hit, and Manzano will get that loose ball. And Ricklick deflected that, but it will be Patriots ball.
And Manzano giving all that she has. She was trying to get that ball all the way across to her senior compatriot, Sam Mudo.
And a timeout is called on the Patriots. And Patriots down by 1. No fouls. I think with the result of no fouls can lead to, you know, just a more fluent ball game here. Terra now with 3 fouls. This honestly, at first, in the first half, this was resulting in Terra's favor, but now Florida Christian is coming back. William, what do you see here?
I think FCS is really playing to their strengths right now. You can see Marrero driving in, making those zero steps, making those flashy moves, and really executing the offense for Florida Christian. And same with Manzano and Muro on the rebounds and the transitions and the defense.
FCS overall has just made better decisions for the team's sake, and I like to see that from them in the second half.
I agree 100%.
Marrero with the corner 3. Double teamed to Lopez with the corner 3. Bang! Gets it to go! And the Patriots have their first lead of the game.
After so many drive-ins from Marrero where she looked so smooth and so capable of finishing, Terra's had to dedicate a lot of their defense to covering her. And that left Lopez wide open. Sorry, go ahead.
323 Mallorca, 32. Roberts rebounded. Manzano with the long quarterback pass resulted in an out of bounds. Terra will retain the ball again.
Shout out to Danny Garcia catching that ball as it was going out of bounds. I really wish he could play on the court right now.
Ricklick with the ball. Roberts with the free throw. Won't go. Rebound Manzano. Broche running it down. Lopez saves the ball, and the refs are going to call it that was out of bounds.
Lopez could have just let that go out of bounds. Terra's defenders hit that out. Fans at home probably think I'm a Lopez critic.
Manzano with the steal. She was running down all by herself and loses the ball and results in a travel.
You hate to see that. Senior night had a great chance in her hands, literally, to give this crowd a great lift.
Ricklick stuck in the corner 3, now passes it to Rodriguez. Rodriguez to Gross. Gross back out to Ricklick, back out. Passes it to Gross, her corner 3 won't go. Rebound Broche.
Terra is pretty much abandoned trying to get these offensive rebounds.
Broche running the open layup, a little short there. And it's going to result.
That's unfortunate for Broche. She was left wide open, and she's not driven in that much. I think it kind of caught Terra sleeping, but she's unable to capitalize.
Now TJ Brockington and Joey Diaz are entering the game, substituting for Manzano and Lopez. Gross gets the travel. You can see the frustration in her face. This will result in a Patriots ball.
Really good calls by the refs so far in this game. I have to admire that.
Broche with the jumper. Won't go. Brockington with the save. Marrero driving in, floater. Doesn't connect. Ricklick with the rebound. Running down. Ricklick sliding through all the defenders. Her layup and gets the buzzer beater. Gets it right in time.
What a play by Ricklick.
Folks, we're going into the fourth quarter. You can see it tied 36-36.
And right now, into this fourth quarter, right now, it could be pretty much anybody's game right now. Mr. Swindle, what do you expect to see out of this fourth quarter?
Well, for FCS, they've had no lack of high percentage chances, namely those of Victoria Broche, where she's had several mid-range two opportunities. And I think in this fourth quarter, if I'm Victoria Broche, I'm thinking to myself, I've had plenty of looks from mid-range. I need to pick my spots, not try and force anything, but just make my shots, go through my motions, and do what I'm used to doing in practice, day in and day out.
William, what about you?
I think FCS is really playing really good. They're forcing Terra to make a lot of mistakes on their offense and really forcing everything out of Terra. And they're putting them in bad spots, and that's really good. And you can see it's still a close game. Terra's playing pretty well. They're just not playing as they were in the first half, and that's really made a difference for FCS.
As we go into this fourth quarter, we want to acknowledge our FCS media crew for providing this stream, led by the students here, along with Mr. Swindle. This is, as I said, a student-led organization. So shout out to the speakers, the camera works, the control room. Thank you all.
Shout out to Mr. B.
We will start the fourth quarter.
Always shout out to Mr. B.
They respond with a three-pointer. Doesn't connect. Roberts with the rebound. And Muto steals the ball. Marrero running it down. Marrero now double-teamed and slides through all of them to Muto. Muto with the jumper. Wing and gets it to go. I think that was Muto's first shot. That was an amazing jumper, and you can see her and Joey are really happy about that one.
We love to see Muro and Broche really making those mid-range shots for FCS.
Lizardo with the pump fake, responds with the jumper, won't go.
FCS boxing out all of these defensive rebounds really well. Terra has nearly no chance in the second half of rebounding.
Exactly. Florida Christian responded with an amazing defensive, and Muto will get the ball. Marrero, floater, doesn't go. And that will result in a jump ball.
FCS ball. I see Broche moving her arm through her shooting motion. She's really frustrated. I think keeping a positive attitude about it.
Now Gross will return from the bench. Broche gets the ball to Brockington. Brockington to Marrero. Great ball movement here by the Patriots. Back out to Broche. She's on the top. Now double teamed, trying to scramble her way through. Marrero. Broche almost gonna shoot. And Daniela with the inside pass. And it's scrambling through everyone. Joey D, and another jump ball is called. And that will result in Terra possession. You can see Joey Diaz was a little frustrated on that one, but hopefully they can come back. Lizardo running down the point to Ricklick. Ricklick running through the defenders, gets the foul, and she'll go to the free throw line. That's the first foul on the Patriots in this second half alone.
I think that's something to point out, that FCS has been playing really good and really well, that they haven't even fouled once this game up until this point, and it's really made a difference in the points, like you were saying earlier, Lewis, with the free throws, and in these types of games they always comes down to the free throws if they're this close in intensity.
Broche, amazing ball movement. Her corner jumper won't go.
That was a good set play from FCS with 2 picks, giving Broche a nice opening. I think the shot will come, though.
Gross with the jumper, wouldn't go, and Manzano fouled Mallorca. That she will go to the line. Florida Christian is up by 1, 5 minutes left. Now this is a tie game here. The score now from this entire fourth quarter has been back and forth. This is anyone's game right now. And a violation is called. No shot. This will result in Patriots ball.
That was Gross with the lane violation.
Morero to Broche with the elbow. She pulls a 3-pointer. Doesn't connect. Ricklick with the ball. And she finds an opening. And in and out it goes. Broche with rebound. Pass to Lopez. Issa with just the throw out there. And a jump ball.
I think that's a poor decision from Issa. She had Morero in the corner. She was going against 4 of Terra's defenders. I think she should hold the ball there and establish a half-court offense.
And if you could have heard, most of the teammates were calling for her name, and she has to be more aware. And she got fouled, and now she would head to the charity stripe. And you can hear the coach of Terra giving a little talk to Gross over there.
He's talking to someone. I don't. It looked like he was talking to Morero.
That's a made free throw from Lopez. 39-38. Your Patriots are up by 1. Patriots running another 2-3 zone. Ricklick passes to Roberts. To Gross. And a steal. Broche with the ball.
Such an important steal from Joey.
Daniela open. Doesn't connect. Gross with the ball. It's a 2-on-1. Her layup won't go. Montano with the rebound. Broche running it down. Quarterback pass, and it goes out of bounds.
Manzano there. That rebound, she had 2 Terra defenders closing in on her. She doesn't rebound that. I think Terra easily takes the lead, 40-39.
Joey Diaz will take the bench. Rivero will take her spot. Gross with the 3. Doesn't go. Rebound, Terra. Lizardo with the 2. That won't go. They get their own rebound. And none of them go through. Broche with the ball. She is running down the court, guarded by Lizardo. And a little confusion happens, still keeping her pivot foot. Morero, corner 3 to Lopez. Lopez, her corner 3, doesn't go. She gets her own rebound. And Rivero gets the ball to Morero. And her 3-pointer doesn't connect either. Another long pass to Ricklick. And a timeout is called before Ricklick as she was going through. And a timeout is called. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left into the game. Florida Christian is up by 1 point. And side note, Marco Vaina with all these amazing, awesome songs. All of us here, all of us up here in the commentating booth are bopping our heads. We're liking the song choices here. Thumbs up to Marco.
from one of my favorite movies, Tenet.
All right, boys. Just cut the commentary. Let's listen.
Essential song here in the fourth quarter, 3 minutes and 30 seconds. We all love that song. Shout out Marqueezy Squeezy, the DJ here at Alumni Gym. Gross with a jumper, won't go, airballed. Rebound by Broche. Broche's calling Lopez to move. And Broche with the floater, gets it to go!
That was probably the hardest shot she's attempted, and finally she gets it to go.
And that is senior Victoria Broche. And Terra's looking to return a favor. And a ball stolen. Marrero gets the nice save. And Ricklick steals the ball.
Ricklick has really been a key player for Terra defense
Ricklick,
and offense.
with a wide open possession there. She got her own rebound, got their own steal, and she gets her own point. And Gross with the easy steal. And
Broach just called for that push off when the ball was loose.
Terra will now have the ball.
1 point difference between these two teams.
Ricklick with the ball. She's had a tremendous game. Gross, elbow three, gets it to go. The timeout is called on Terra.
A quality T-pose from their head coach.
And Terra now up by 2.
Really important shot for Gross to make for her team at that point. Really something else that Ricklick Gross have been doing. They've really been intense and on offense and defense, really fighting for that ball on every possession and really making a difference for their team and ultimately putting them in the lead. Definitely the MVPs for their team.
Hard to concentrate with this song playing right now.
Speaking of on beat, this song is something else, man. And Captain Daniela Marrero calling out a few plays here. 2 minutes, 28 seconds left. Florida Christian down by 2. Marrero running down the ball. Screen from Muto to Lopez. Lopez won't go. Ricklick running down the point.
Lopez has got to make those shots this late in the game when she holds onto the ball like that.
And a foul was called before the shot on Manzano.
Might have been intentional on her part. Might have been instructed by her coach to do so.
And Ricklick almost got the layup, but didn't get it to go. Rebound Muto to Marrero.
I'm shocked Ricklick doesn't make that.
Marrero to Lopez. Lopez running it down. And a foul is called on Luzardo.
Now here Lopez has a chance to tie this game from the free throw line.
That was a foul on Villalonga. My bad. My apologies.
It's so quiet in here. I don't even want to say anything. The crowd can actually hear us.
Number 22, pardon me, folks. Agudelo for Terra comes in, and as a miss on Lopez. Terra with the ball. Ricklick running down, and she is wide open. to Lizardo. Lizardo to Gross. The ball being passed around back to Gross. Her jumper, floater jumper. That is a nice, excellent shot from Gross.
Gross is saving the best for last now. Terra's up by 3.
Lopez with the ball. Little spin move, hook shot. Doesn't get it to go, smacks it out of bounds. Ricklick with the rebound. And a double team, full court press.
FCS having to do the foul game now. They're entering the final minute of play. There's 1:03 left on the clock. And I think that does put Terra in the bonus.
The ball went out into the scoreboard over there. A minute left. Ricklick with the ball. Heavily guarded by Broche. And a foul is called. .55 seconds left. Your Patriots down by 3. Lizardo with the ball. The ball got a little loose there. And a lot of shots won't be able to connect. And a jump ball is called. And Terra has the possession. Let me remind you folks, Terra is in the bonus. 30 seconds are down the clock. Lopez, and she fouls Lizardo. And this will result in, on top of the bonus, this will result in Lizardo going into the line.
Terra was able to get the ball to their preferred shooter by my evaluation. This is a live ball if she misses though.
And she does miss. Broche with the rebound to Lopez.
There's literally players or parents from the stands yelling for Lopez to pass the ball.
And a timeout is called on the Patriots. They are trying to figure out a plan. There's 26.8 seconds left. Patriots are down by 3. Mr. Swindle, who are you giving the ball to in this current situation?
That's a good question. It's not like any of them have looked that clinical from three-point range. I don't know. In recent form, Lopez hasn't made many of her threes. Broche has struggled too. So I think maybe Marrero. I think she has the calmest nerves on the team. So perhaps she'd be the one that could emotionally withstand such a moment. So I think I'd put it in Marrero's hands.
I would definitely give it to one of the seniors, either Manzano or Marrero.
And Manzano will inbound the ball. Let's see what play the Patriots are going to come up with here. Who are they going to give the ball to? They have no timeouts left, so this is all Lopez to Marrero. Marrero all by herself with the 3. Bang! Tie game! Tie game for the Patriots. Lizardo with the ball. Passes to Ricklick. Ricklick, her jumper, and she gets fouled by Broche, and she's going to go to the line. 11.6 seconds left.
I think Coach Willie drew up a play eerily similar to what we saw last night when Jordan Guerrero made that three-pointer. Which one am I talking about? All of them.
What a performance.
TJ Brockington will come in for Broche. The FCS Patriots. The whole stadium here right now is loud. And Terra Ricklick makes the shot, up by 1.
FCS has no timeouts. They'll have to throw this ball in and play from scrimmage.
And she makes both. Marrero double teamed to Lopez. Lopez is running down. And a travel is called on Lopez. And that is not something the Patriots were looking for. And the travel was not something that they were looking for. Full court press on the Patriots. And a foul on Lopez. And they will make it to the line. Ricklick again will make it to the line.
FCS has got to hope she misses the first one, or misses one of them. And at least that FCS can get down court and try and make another drama 3.
Ricklick here, this entire game has been monumental for Terra. And she misses it. Muto with the ball passes.
The ball's live, she's got to throw it.
She throws it out. And Terra gets this dub here on their senior night. Still, congratulations. On top of congratulating for Terra, amazing game here for the Patriots. Didn't get the result that they wanted, but still gave us an amazing game. Both teams.
Just a reminder, the Florida Christian Lady Patriots will be back in action in the opening round of the district next Tuesday at Carrollton, 5 p.m. at Carrollton.
And folks, if you didn't hear, courtesy of Mr. Riggin,
for the game,
that the districts, the FCS Patriots will head to districts despite this loss.
We ask that you not come across the field. Parents,
Mr. Riggins' voice is penetrating my soul right now.
We ask that you orderly leave the facility. Meet your student athletes outside. Thank you for coming this afternoon. Thank you for following our COVID-19 protocols. We ask that you have a great weekend. Thank you for coming.
Really sad for the girls. I feel really bad for them. And you could see the heartbreak in their eyes, on their faces, the way they were looking at each other. Yeah, I mean, I feel gutted for them. They had really strong, passionate performances, I think. But they met a Terra team that was up for the task. And they had an emotional moment for themselves, too, it being their senior night, effectively. So this was bound to end in heartbreak for one of these teams.
William, any last words?
I think both teams played really well, and it ultimately came down to the free throws. Like we've said the whole game, that those free throws really made a difference and ultimately won Terra the game.
We would like to thank you folks here for tuning in. Congratulations to Terra, congratulations to the seniors here, and thank you folks for watching at home or wherever you may be watching. On behalf of FCS Media, the FCS Patriots, the Swindles, me, thank you folks, good night.
Good night. God bless you.